Okay, right, back in the workshops again, and today we're going to talk about something that a lot of you are having fun with, and that's brake pulls. So let's check them out. So this is the brake pull. Okay, so this is what we manufacture to be used on all Gigglepin winches and also onto Warn 8274 as well. It's actually not cast, it's actually machined from a solid round billet. And what they do with this is, after it's been made, they then case harden it as well, so the tip is nice and tough. Now, these have to be fitted correctly, and I think what's actually happening is a few people out there who aren't fitting them correctly, and therefore they're not working correctly. So let's have a look and see how we do fit it. First thing we do is we just take some grease. Okay, this is just normal LM grease, and we're just going to put a load of there into there like so. So the brake pull is completely loaded with grease. Just get it in there, nice. So we've got plenty of working lubricant. We're then going to just pop the brake pull onto there like so. Nice and easy. Just wipe away any surplus grease. Now, this is the bit I want to talk about, is brake springs. Now, we do this brake spring, okay? And then we also do this brake spring. Now, you might look at them and think, well, they're exactly the same brake spring. Well, you'd be right, they are. They all start like this one. Okay, so this one is designed and developed for 8274, and this leg here is actually longer than this one. And the reason for that is we trim these down by 5mm on all the 80 series and all of the 100 series winches, and of the 50 series winches as well for that matter. Really important that we trim this down, okay? So you have to take 5mm off this leg here. So let's have a go at fitting this into this housing here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take the spring, and the little leg here, that is just going to go down there at 6 o'clock, okay? Now, I don't know if you can get in there, but there's actually multiple holes, okay? So we haven't actually got a hole that sits directly at 6 o'clock on this one. So we're just going to be there at around about the 7 o'clock position, okay? Sort of about 5:30, okay? Simples. Now, we have the old style. This is our stainless steel cap, which is very, very good. Or we also have this, which is our new 3D printed nylon cap. Now, these are really cool. So anyone using this stainless steel will know that after about 18 months of use, and I mean hard use, this leg here can get a little wear mark in it, and it can snap, which is very, very frustrating. So the engineers here, they come up with this rather wonderful cap here, and it's got a cutaway there for the spring in the back, but it also has a small hole. Now, the reason for this means there's no metal on metal contact. That means that if you're running one of these, that you're not going to wear out your springs, or certainly not going to wear them out as fast. Right, today we're just going to work with the metal cap because that's what most of you are using. So all we've done is we've set up our brake. Now, you'll notice that our main brake isn't fitted at this point, and there's a reason for that. Is when you're setting these up, if the brake is on, it's really difficult to get that spring location, and I'll show you for why. So what I'm going to do is, my brake pull is like this, and now I need to try and get that round. So I'm going to be trying to force that into this hole here, and then I'm going to be trying to force that spring round, and it's like, you know, it can be done, but it's really difficult. Just take 5 minutes longer. Whip the brake off, doesn't take long. Use a Gigglepin brake tool, literally just pop that over the top there. Brake tool looks like that. We just pop that over the top of the main brake, undo the main bolt, take off the brake, and then we're to this position. Now, you shouldn't be doing this unless it is a maintenance point, so that's the hope anyway. So here we go, spring's going to go in, simple as that. Then going to take my cap, and that's going to fit over there. Make sure the groove is into there like so. I'm then going to take my washer, and I'm going to make sure I've got my little schnorr washer on there, which is a little lock washer. I'm not going to use any locking compounds. I would normally put a little bit of copper slip on there. That is all. I'm just going to wind that in there. Just spin that in, nice and simple. Now, here's a little tip for you. So I've got my tension on that. It's just an M6 bolt, so we don't want too much. Now, just where that spring sits in here, we're just going to take the noisy stick again, okay? And I'm just going to give that a tap, just there. Okay, just like that. It just puts a small ding into there, okay, and just allows that to rotate really freely, okay? So now it feels absolutely great. Now, this is the bit that some people struggle with, which is loading the brake pull while they're fitting the brake. So, in great. Look at one that I've already made earlier. Here we go. So we've got a brake with a Gigglepin brake tool. I'm just going to load up. Now I'm actually making this difficult for myself because I haven't got a drum on the winch. So this is actually very prone to falling over at this moment. So I'm just going to pop that into there. I'm just holding the brake pull out of the way with my fingers, and this will just go onto there like so. There it goes, brake pull's loaded, and I'm just going to pop that into there like so, just to line up my wood rough keys, which I'm going to take now. So there's one, and there's two. Just going to get myself a little hammer, and just very gently, they just need squaring up. Once they're squared up, they'll just fly home like that. Okay, I'll just tap those in just a little bit further, just so I can get the washers onto there. So my wood rough keys are in. I've got my Bellevue washers. I've got 3 of those here. You can see those there like that. So I'm going to do some jiggling and the wiggling. I'm going to fit my Bellevue washers onto there. I'm going to take my end cap. Again, normally I put some grease on that. No lock, nothing locking it. And I'll just screw that in like so. Take my large Allen key. Now, when you've got a drum fitted, this is really easy because you can load up against the pressure of the drum. Okay, really important that that the can gears are in the off position, which you should have already worked out earlier on. Now, I'm just going to tighten that up, nice and tight, and don't be shy with this. You can really lean on that. Okay, so there we go, nice and tight. Take off the brake tool. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Nice rip, and that's the sort of movement that we're going to be expecting on the brake itself. That's the free play we need. Now, last thing, what we can also do is add one of these. This is a brake pull stop. Okay, now when we're using super fast winches, what happens is the brake pull gets blown round. Okay, it can come around all the way, and that grease nipple can go into the back of the gear itself. That's not ideal. So what we've done is we've now come up with this little device, the brake pull stop. So what we're going to do, and this fits all GP100, GP50 and GP25. Just going to undo these 2 bolts here. So I'm just going to pop those 2 bolts out of there. And take my brake pull stop. It's worth noting that these don't fit GP80. Now we've got a couple of customers out there who have fitted them to GP80. Just had to open up the holes fractionally, but they're not designed to fit to GP80. They're designed to fit to 25s, 50s and 100s. So just going to chuck this into there like so. Nice and easy. There it is. Okay, we're in the game. Right, there we are, and you can see that that's a nice rubber buffer there. Just stops that brake pull smashing all the way around. And I'd recommend this for any winches that are running speeds faster than plus 50. Below that, probably not actually necessary, but a really nice thing to have. So there we go. We've got the brake pull fitted with the metal cap, and then we've got the brake pull with the brake pull stop here, and obviously our new brake. Okay, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen, and if you want to upgrade to the synthetic type, you can do with this type and take out the metal to metal contact. Brake pulls explained, 101, done. See you later.